it's me. Almost 2 years ago, I decided to take on a challenge to run every day for 30 days. Today, we are back at square one and I'm gonna try to redo this challenge. Since then, I went through a pretty big change in being that I've gone through pregnancy and childbirth, and let's just say I've lost a little bit of touch with the fitness world.
But this month, I'm going to rediscover my love-hate relationship with running and just get back out there
And just do the dang thing. Day one thoughts. Honestly, it went as well as I expected it to go. I actually figured I would run the mile within 11 to 12 minutes and I did in 11:56. Expectations were definitely met. However, one thing this time around is that I did not stop at all, which honestly, that just means I had really good pacing for myself. I didn't overexert myself in the beginning, which is always a hard thing to balance, especially when you're a beginner runner. And overall, it went pretty great. However, one thing I will not forget to do this time around is to stretch. I need to stretch my calves. I need to do some shin stretching because that was one of the major issues I had last time. And once I started doing that, everything just improved. If you're watching this video, the one piece of advice I have for you is to stretch every single time. Don't think you're too good for it and don't think it's not going to happen to you, because it will, and it's going to hinder your progress more than you think. So stretch. Let's do some stretching now, shall we? If you guys have trouble balancing doing this stretch, I'm gonna blow some of you guys away. If you're having trouble or you're about to fall, place your other hand over your belly and all of a sudden you will balance. This works every single time and it's worked with multiple people that I know. I don't know what happens during this mind-body experience, but you will not lose balance. If you try this and it works, let me know in the comments down below because I still think this is a pretty amazing stretching trick. It is day 4 of the challenge, and although I want to go on more outdoor runs because it just feels better and easier, may I even say that, there's actually a snowstorm coming in tomorrow and it's been like 20-degree temps outside. So I don't see that happening this week. So you might see a montage of gym running, but I promise you once the weather warms up, at least the 40s, I will be out there running. Day 5 was not what I expected, but it did snow on us today. It was part of the snowstorm that hit us. Instead, I used my walking pad for the first time ever. I did try to keep it between a 3.5 and 4 pace. That way I still get my heartbeat going. Honestly, I got a sweat. I did not expect that from the walking pad, but I got a little sweat in. Today we have 30 minutes till the gym closes. Today's feels like temperature is about like 8 to 10 degrees. I don't know when my next outdoor run is gonna be, but today we are back at the gym. I did forget my phone at home and my headphones, so I'm not gonna take this camera inside and film myself running. So just take my word for it that I'm here and I'm gonna run. We're literally on winter storm watch again. However, that does not stop the challenge. For today, to switch things up, I will be running the mile. However, instead of just trying to not stop, I'm gonna be doing what's called 30-60s. I used to do this way back in the day, and for me, this is the way if you want to actually speed up your mile time. It's pretty simple. Basically, you're gonna give it your all for 30 seconds and then just walk for 60 seconds. Now, it doesn't have to be a fast walk like about to run. No, just let your heart rate go back down to like for a minute, and then you go way back up high for 30 seconds, 60, 30, 60. And usually you do this for maybe like, I think 8 to 10 rounds, I can't remember. However, I will be just doing it for the mile and then however much extra I want to do. Switching things up like this not only keeps the challenge and the workout interesting, but it really does help improve your mile time. If you've never tried this, definitely give it a shot because honestly, I do like this type of workout. I think it's fun, it changes it up and keeps the spice alive. feels like negative 3 degrees outside, and let me tell you, it's freaking cold. I guess it's the perfect time for a run. Today we were snowed in and I was not able to go to the gym. However, we all know there's no days off except Valentine's Day, and we're gonna get that mile in the walking pad. And yes, you will be seeing me walk that mile in super comfy pants because I don't feel like changing. I think we're like at the halfway point now, day 14, 15 around there. And I think what I'm going to try to attempt to kind of build up my endurance is actually run over a mile. So maybe today, I think my goal might be 2 miles, whether that's walking and running, just doing a combo of both. I have no idea what I was saying in this clip. All I know is that I was pointing at my walking pad, and that's what I did that day. I was trying really hard to go on the no days off, but that didn't last long. Day 17, I had it off. I finally got my outdoor run, and I have to say that running outside, it feels so much easier than actually running indoors. I think it's the change of scenery, change of pace. I was so happy for the warmer weather and being able to run it. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of fell off because about a week ago I kind of hurt my knee and I haven't been able to like walk, haven't been able to run without pain, and I know I shouldn't push myself because I've been there, done that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to finish this challenge by walking. On the last day I do want to try to go for that run and see how I've improved. Yeah, I'm just trying to not push myself to the point where this is gonna be a long-term injury, because then that sucks. We have made it to the final stretch, and today we'll be running our day 30 1 miler. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. It's been like maybe 2 weeks just because the weather, mom life, and just other circumstances that I did not get to go on this run. However, day 30, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to improve my time as much as possible and really just wrap this challenge up. I'm hoping to get a better time than my day 1 mile, but there's no way to find out except if we go on the run. So let's go. I charged my Apple Watch yesterday so I can go on this run today, but I forgot that unless you have it plugged into the wall, it will run out of charge. So I'll be using my phone to track my metrics. And with that being said, let's just go on this run. This is your reminder that running doesn't sound aesthetic. I'm currently dying. And this is just how it goes. I can put some cute music over it, but if you sound like this, don't be discouraged. The point is, you're out there doing the thing and you're improving. I have 0.01 miles left. Let's freaking go. Let's just go. Let's freaking go fast. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really nice. I get sweating, the birds are chirping, like it's a good, look this off. It's so nice to listen to the outdoor noises. Sometimes I forget, like, just to drop the headphones at home and listen to nature because it can be so relaxing, you know? I think my time was like 10:32, 10:33. I'll double check on that, but honestly, I think we improved from the day 1 run, which is all that matters. I'm feeling really good, really pumped. The results, let's talk about it. First up, let's go over the most trackable change, which is the time improvement from my first run to my final run. I ran my day 1 mile in 11:56 and I finished off strong with 10:36 minute mile. I improved a whole minute and 20 seconds, which for 30 days, again, I think that's pretty good. Something that I think really helps with time improvement is having a variety of runs. So not just your 1 mile runs, but having long distance run, maybe 2-3 miles if possible, and not even at a fast pace, but just getting to a long distance, but then also doing interval training. I feel like that's the ultimate key to improving your time. Like I said in this video, I did 30-60s. I love doing 30-60s, and there's different ways you can do it. You can walk for 60 seconds, sprint for 30, walk 60, sprint 30. In the past, I've also done 60-90s. I personally love that training, and I would suggest it to people that want to improve their time. Let's talk endurance, because we all know that going for that first run after weeks, months, and years, it is really hard. Your body feels really heavy, really sluggish. At least for me, it does. And I'm pretty sure this is a shared experience with other people. And it's almost demotivating how much you realize you suck at running. I remember when I started out, not this time, but last time, I couldn't run, I think, past 2 minutes without feeling extremely like out of breath, like I couldn't go any further. And it's a little bit discouraging, but I promise that if you keep on going, on day 2, you're gonna see a difference. By day 5, you're gonna be surprised with yourself, and give it 2 weeks and that person who started running on day 1 wouldn't believe where you will be at so soon. So for me, yes, I did gain some endurance during this challenge. I feel like I improved day by day. I was able to run further, not feel as exhausted. And honestly, the little changes really are motivating. I'm gonna sprinkle this in here, but I think that running outside is 100 times better than running on a treadmill. Of course, it's not always possible with weather and time and a bunch of other circumstances. But for me, I feel like when I run on the treadmill, I can see how much I've ran, how much I have to go. I'm in the same setting, and something about it feels like it takes forever to reach that mile. I get tired faster. It's all mental, but it's hard to get out of that mental state when you're like, all the numbers and stats are right in front of you. When I go on my outdoor runs, I feel like the change of scenery, the change of pace, just like looking around, the wind shuffling in my hair, the birds chirping, I just feel like it's a different environment. I'm not so focused on the time, and I actually end up running faster. And not to say that I'm not tracking, because I'll usually either have my Apple Watch on or I'll track through the Nike app, but it definitely feels way less intense than running on a treadmill. You might be wondering how this challenge compared to the first one I did 2 years ago, and to be quite honest, I feel like I did pretty well in both. My time improved in both, my endurance improved in both, and the one mistake I fixed from the first time around is that I stretched from the very beginning this time. In my first challenge, I shared my struggles with shin splints and just all types of pain that could have been easily prevented. This time around, I started from day 1, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't even remember having any shin splints throughout the duration of this challenge. Stretching and warming up is so important, and people don't just say it to say it, they say it because it works. Something else I noticed that is very important to me is that I realized that with both of these challenges, I ended up somehow getting injured. In both of these challenges, towards the end, I ended up hurting my ankle one way or another. And it wasn't even during my runs, but just like stepping it wrong or doing something which I feel like may be caused from overuse. This is definitely going to shape my future challenges and future workout routines and things like that, to make sure I incorporate some type of rest in between, and to really make sure that I incorporate rest days, whether it's the weekends or every few days, because your body needs rest. And even though doing 30 straight days of challenges sounds fun, and especially if you're a beginner, it's gonna be a lot on your body, and your body just needs time to rest and recover. You can only improve so much before you get injured, and then it's gonna be a long time injury, which at the end of the day is going to hinder your fitness plans. If you enjoyed this video and you have not seen my first 30-day challenge, I'm gonna leave it up here so you guys can check it out. I honestly think that these challenges are fun, motivating, and really helps kickstart like your fitness journey, wellness journey, whatever you're going through, because it's a short period of time and then you do see results. Being a postpartum mom for the second time, it definitely brought my joy back into fitness. I'm really excited for what's to come, and I feel like I'm finally getting that little spark of myself back after a year. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time.